Hi guys, my name is Mayank Gupta and I'm really excited to be a part of Senior Speak, a series by the Spark Society of Hansraj College, wherein people like me can share our experiences of our academic journey so far, and which I think can go a long way in helping and mentoring students who are just beginning with their corporate careers. So thank you Spark Society for this great initiative. A brief intro about myself. So I graduated from Hansraj College in 2019 with a bachelor's degree in economics, and then joined IIM Lucknow as a fresher in the same year. Being a finance enthusiast, I attempted the CFA Level 1 exam in June 2019 and will be sitting for the Level 2 exam this year. And as part of my summer internship during MBA, I worked with Deutsche Bank in the investment banking profile. So I'll talk briefly about my academic profile and the way it has impacted my admissions and placements. So my CAT exam journey was a great learning experience for me. I started with my preparations about 1.5 years before the exam so that I could give myself a good head start. My academic profile was decent, if not exceptional. So I scored 95% in my 10th standard, 96.4% in 12th, and 72% in graduation. And as most MBA aspirants already know, your academics have a good amount of weightage in the final selection criteria of almost all good B schools. So I was a bit apprehensive about my average score in graduation, but then I realized that there wasn't anything that I could do to improve it. So I decided that I'll put some extra focus on my CAT exam. So I practiced a lot of questions. I attempted almost 60 mocks. I analyzed all the mistakes that I was making and tried not to repeat them. And finally, I was able to score 99.22 percentile in my very first attempt of CAT. And while GPA doesn't matter much in your undergrad placements, in your MBA placements, it does play a role because academics is usually the first section that potential recruiters see. And I was aiming for finance domain in my summer placements. And here again, to make up for my average score in graduation, I decided to make my CV as finance oriented as possible. So I did many courses in finance, which I thought would give me relevant skills that I could use in the future. Then I did an internship in this field, and I also participated in a lot of competitions which are organized by various colleges. So in the end, I was able to make a good CV and I got shortlisted from some very good finance companies during my summer placements. I have a list of questions with me which I'll be answering, and I'll try to be as detailed and as frank as possible. And I'll also share some of the challenges that I faced in my journey. So the first question is, what led you to pursue a course like CFA? So as I've mentioned that I was a finance enthusiast from the beginning, I did a couple of courses on basics of stock markets in my first year of graduation. And that was actually when finance first intrigued me as a field. Then over time, I learned more about it, and I finally decided that I want to pursue a career in this domain. And CFA, I believed as a course, would help me give the right start in this direction. So not only will it give me the knowledge about some of the core subjects in finance like equity and debt markets, valuation, corporate finance, derivatives, etc. It will also make my CV stand out at the time of placements. So I decided that I'll be attempting the CFA Level 1 exam in June, just before joining IIM Lucknow, so that at the time of my summer placements, I'll have CFA Level 1 on my CV. The second question is, you are pursuing MBA from IIM Lucknow alongside pursuing the CFA course. Do you think such a combination can open a lot of doors for you in your field, or can it give an edge over others? So I had decided to go for an MBA in my very first year of college itself because I had always wanted a career in corporate. But at that time, I hadn't given much thought into pursuing CFA alongside. The primary reason why I wanted to do CFA was because I had passion for finance and I wanted to learn more about it. I think that if you want to get to the top positions of finance, an MBA will definitely give you an edge over the others, because while CFA will impart you technical knowledge, an MBA will provide you with the interpersonal skills like communication, time management, and other essential skills that are quintessential in your corporate journey. It will also help you build a very good professional network. And in the rare case that you decide that finance may not be your cup of tea, you can always fall back on your MBA degree, and you can try your hands in some other fields like marketing, HR, consulting, or any other field. I think that combination of CFA and MBA can open a lot of doors for you. The next question is, what kind of job opportunities can a CFA aspirant expect in the future, and what is the scope of this course according to you? CFA is a very niche degree, and it will open a lot of entry-level doors for you in the finance domain, like research analyst, credit analyst, investment banking analyst, financial advisor, etc. However, reiterating my earlier point that if you want to move up the corporate ladder quickly, companies prefer if you have the traditional MBA degree. And I'm speaking this from India's point of view, where I think that CFA as a certification is still in its nascent stages of being recognized by companies. The next question is, how does low GPA impact CAT aspirants, both at the stage of admissions and at the time of placements? And what do you feel students with low GPA should do extra in order to fill the gap in their profile? So as I mentioned earlier that your academic profile does matter in your B school admissions, and in case you have a low GPA, the first thing I would suggest you do is stop worrying about this, because again there is nothing you can do to improve upon it. However, you should shift your focus to other aspects like your CAT exam, your overall CV, and your interview preparation. So for your CAT exam, try giving as many mocks as possible so that you are prepared for any surprises that CAT may throw that year. For your interviews, firstly, you should be thorough with all the subjects that you had studied in your undergrad. Then you should try to read the newspaper every day, and especially the editorial section. Then try to be up to date with all the current happenings that are going around you, not just in India but across the globe. And then finally, you should be prepared with those tricky HR questions like, tell me about yourself, your strengths, your weaknesses, why did you decide to go for an MBA, and all that stuff. From placements point of view too, there are some things that you can do to make up for your low GPA, like do some courses which you think can add relevant skills to you and which will be helpful to you in your career in the future. Then participate in as many competitions as possible that are organized by various colleges and various companies. Then doing internships in some good companies can help too, because this is the place where you gain not only the technical knowledge but also some soft skills. Then lastly, if you have done exceptionally good in some extracurricular activity like sports, dramatics, dancing, etc., then that can give a boost to your CV. The next question is, what skills have been most important to you in your career and how did you develop them? So I'm not sure if it counts as a skill, but the thing that has helped me most in my career is dedication and clarity towards my goal. So as I mentioned that I had decided pretty early in what direction I want my career to go. Also, you need some kind of motivation to achieve anything, and if you're able to find that motivation within yourself, then there can be nothing better. Another thing that helped me was my enthusiasm to learn. So whenever I had free time, I tried to make the most of it by doing some new courses, or maybe trying my hand on how to play some new instrument or learning a new language. Then I was also lucky to find the right set of friends who had the same thinking as I, and so we used to have these long discussions on random topics, and I believe these discussions helped me open my mind to a lot of new perspectives. Communication is another skill that I would focus on. The ability to clearly express your thoughts helps you a lot in making the right first impression. To improve upon my communication skills, I used to participate in a lot of debating competitions in my school days, and which I think really helped me. The next question is, what would be your advice to young students who are planning to opt for the combination of CFA and MBA? The first advice would be that the decision to pursue CFA alongside MBA should be a well thought out one, because I see many people attempting CFA just because others are doing it. I think you should only do CFA when you believe that it will actually add relevant skills that might be useful to you in the future. And once you've made this decision to do CFA, back yourself up to give your best attempt at this exam. MBA life, as we all know, is already pretty packed, and pursuing CFA alongside can be a little hectic. So you need good time management skills in order to do justification to both these qualifications. The benefits of this combination is that CFA adds much more strength to your CV, and you will be more likely to land a finance job of your choice at the time of placements. Also, most of the finance curriculum in MBA is already covered in various topics in CFA. So if you have studied well for your CFA exam, your finance subjects become quite easy for you. Another benefit is that many of your batchmates will either already have taken the CFA exam or will be attempting it alongside you. So you can always reach out to them for any help or any doubts that you may have, or you can form study groups with them just to keep yourself motivated for the preparation. And some people I've spoken with find it difficult to study for CFA alongside their jobs. So I would suggest that you sit for the level 1 examination in June, right before you join your MBA college, so that by the time of your summer placements, you have that CFA level 1 on your CVs. Then give the second level in June next year after you come from your summer internships. And then finally your level 3 in the June next year, right before you finally join your companies. And in this way, if you have studied good enough, then you will be able to complete your CFA alongside your MBA. So those were the questions that I had, and I'll be happy to answer any other questions that you may have, or if you want me to share the experience of my MBA journey so far, do reach out to me if you need help with anything. Also, I hope that everyone is doing well in these difficult situations. So stay home, stay safe, and all the best for your future journey. Cheers.